if you cannot accomplish all these things you set out to, are you aware of the pressure that's on you? Or are you aware of the domino effect that potentially comes with that?
Look, I think
some fear there.
I know there's definitely a lot of pressure. There's a lot of responsibility. I think oftentimes, though, the position of mayor, it's spoken about like it's a burden. Mm-hmm. There's also an immense opportunity. In fulfilling this agenda, you make it clear that politics can be more than choose between now and worse than now, as opposed to something that's better. And so to me, when I talk about freezing the rent, when I talk about making buses fast and free, delivering universal childcare, these are not slogans. These are not just slogans, they're commitments. And I know there's going to be immense pressure, but I also believe that once you start to succeed in your delivery of these things, the way you will see people's political imagination expand. We made 5 bus routes free in New York City. I went on them on the first day that program started. And the one in the Bronx was the BX18A. And I got on the bus. I was talking to the driver. He was like, today's been better because all I have to do is get from point A to point B. Don't have to talk about the fare. I'm just driving. Yeah. And then a nurse got on and she reached for her Metro card in her purse. The driver was like,
I got you, boo.
It's free.
You.
Yeah. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. My man Mamdani ad-libs.
You didn't think he was trying to flex like he was off? He's like, yo, it's on me today, boo. It's on me.
Let the man paint a beautiful picture.
Go. What was she wearing?
Come on, no. You got the wrong candidate.
I'm clapping for 7 p.m.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
Clapping for 7 p.m.
You know, she's reaching for her Metro card, and he's like, it's free. And she's like, what do you mean it's free? And he's like, no, don't just, they've made this one bus route free. And then she starts dancing down the aisle to her seat. And to me, this is an image of someone going to work at a hospital who has, for the first time in a long time, had government actually look out for her. Mm-hmm. And people said that we wouldn't be able to deliver that. Yeah. They said that we wouldn't be able to have more riders. We wouldn't have a decline in assaults on bus drivers, that there would be more homeless people on the buses. None of those things were true. And that's what I see, is that every time we succeed, it builds the coalition even more for the next success.
Yeah, I just worry some of the larger things won't happen, and that's what you'll get judged.
Which ones are you worried about?
I think the rent freeze is going to be tough. I think raising minimum wage to $30 an hour is great in theory. I would love it. But I think we often forget that corporations just, like you try to tax a billionaire, they find a loophole. You make minimum wage $30 an hour, watch how much we automate these jobs. And I'm not saying that's good, but that's my fear. And then if suddenly these two like major things don't happen, do we look at even getting free bus rides? Yeah, but that's who gives a fuck? It's free bus rides. They already had 5 free routes. It still sucked.
I
don't think you have much to worry about because Trump ran on building a wall and cleaning the swamp, and look, he's back being president. So it's like, if you don't get everything done, I don't think it's the end for his,
I don't want to get caught in that.
But I think, both of you are debating a premise that we can't accomplish these things. And my point to you is that it's an ambitious agenda, but it's one that I'm really confident in delivering.
The history of America's relationship with government is a very antagonistic one, right? Like the inception of America is fuck government, fuck people telling us what to do. The reason why I hope you can succeed is because I would love us to have more faith in government. If you've spent time abroad, like, you live in Europe and it's like, yeah, they're annoyed at their government, but at the same time, they're kind of like, that's cool, I get healthcare. There's a little bit more faith and trust. And then you go to like Scandinavia and they're like, the government can do no wrong. They could literally they could kill like 400 people and the government would be like, the people would be like, I probably did something bad. Like, they're just so trusting of the government. I think Americans need to see government working for them.
Yeah.
And if that actually works, I think it would be a really beautiful thing where we can start believing instead of being skeptical of every single thing.
Yeah. And I think the point here is that there will be many New Yorkers for whom I will have to deliver first to earn their trust. And I understand that.
White people.
No, it's your gray sweater.
No.
ALD
not
wearers.
white people. Not white people. Don't do it for the white people. Don't do it for the white people.
Soho's gone.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit of the whites.
Where am I going to get my Frodo cappuccino?
Okay, Zara, we're having fun, Zara.
Zara's going to make so much money. It's unbelievable. I mean, like, I know she's got to work with you and like build a kit, but when it's done, it's like, I told her, there's going to be like warlords in the third world that are going to give her chests of gold to just come run their campaign. campaigns. This is one of those talented.
it's a brilliant campaign.
Yeah, you're doing great, Zara. We're gonna keep going just for a little longer.
Is anything standing in your way? Like you make it seem like Albany's excited to work with us, and there's so much momentum, and people are excited. So if things don't get done, whose fault will it be?
The status quo is standing in our way, and the reason that I'm excited is I think we have all of the ingredients to change that status quo. But the same people who've spent millions of dollars will still have an immense amount of money that they could use to try and spend in opposition once we're in government as well. And that's why, to me, the speed at which we deliver on a wide variety of things is critically important. That's why it's not just a plan to deliver universal childcare. It's also how do we take down scaffolding across New York City, right?
Yeah, I love this plan.
But my point is,
you hit on some specific shit. You're like halal cheaper and get rid of the scaffolding. And New Yorkers are like, yo, he's spam.
It's like how could I begrudge someone refusing to believe in the ability for us to deliver universal childcare if their interaction with government is government's inability to deliver on removing one sidewalk shit?
This is what we're talking about.
That's like you have to find every single interaction where government has failed New Yorkers and say this is an opportunity for me to do better. And the city has an opportunity to say, not just to building owners, what you should do. We have hundreds of sidewalk sheds at city-owned properties that have been up for more than 3 years. We could take those down ourselves. We don't have to wait on anybody. And my point is, let's be the example. Let's show that efficiency and waste and actually following through on our commitments is not an Elon Musk idea. It's actually for us
The Vivek
to do.
Ramaswamy idea. Anyway, point is,
It is a Vivek idea. And he wanted to do it the real way. But anyway, go on.
You have the support of Hochul in Albany. How come the other establishment Democrats like Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer haven't endorsed you?
Talk that shit, though. Talk that real shit. Talk that real shit.
I've appreciated the conversations I've had with them. And the reason I've appreciated it is a lot of the talk in our politics is just about what's in 2 weeks, the election. But to me, one of the most important dates is not just November 4th, though you should sign up, register to vote by October 25th. You got a little bit of time left. It's January 1st. And I'm going to be working with Congressman Jeffries, with Senator Schumer on delivering this affordability agenda. And that's something that I'm looking forward to.
Are there
That's the
specific
political answer.
Give us that real shit, man.
Like the party. You got the party energized right now. You're the Democratic nominee for New York. Like, why wouldn't they get?
Why is the
behind
party
you?
running against you? That
Like
shit
the
is
party
crazy.
needs to come together. Yeah.
And I think that's another reason why, many lifelong Democrats, like myself, have been disillusioned by the party because it's like, why aren't you accepting the will of the people?
They did it to Bernie.
They did it to Bernie twice, right? They tried to do it again during this election. It's like, when do we get to take part in the democratic process? And when we do get to take part in the democratic process, when do you respect that? They might disagree with you, but it's not up to them. This is the will of the people. So if the people want to see this through, why are they spending millions of dollars to stop it? It's very frustrating. I think it undermines democracy.
I think if you look at Andrew Cuomo and I in the primary now in the general, it is in many ways a battle for the soul of the Democratic Party. Right? It's two very different visions. And the things that we like to say are exclusively Republican problems, we saw a lot of them in the Democratic primary. Right? It wasn't a Republican that sent a mailer that artificially lengthened my beard. It wasn't a Republican that called me. I appreciate that, man.
You just
if you meant that
handsome with a big beard. You just, it was my Photoshop guy.
I thought you were being sincere.
What you went through is unbelievable.
But my point is that that's from a man that at one point was being spoken about as being the next president of this country.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy to forget now that we watch Andrew Cuomo on stage.
Yeah.
But not that long ago, people were saying he should be the next
he was
president of this
saying that
country.
fucking idiot. It was so
Who?
Well, you said that.
When I say that?
You said that early in COVID, before we found
Before
out.
he murdered everybody.
Run the tape.
Before he murdered everybody. We
Can you
loved
make sure you
him.
get the
It was
clip
a
in?
private conversation that Aaron got in public.
We loved the meatballs talking. It was
I'm
good
not a good
meatball
person.
talk every night with him and his brother. It was
go for it.
fun.
Yes.
We were locked in.